Welcome! Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on some of the coolest secrets of our world, from sneaky animals to spectacular planets, all inspired by the amazing National Geographic Little Kids magazine. So let's just jump right in with a question for you. Seriously, have you ever really thought about that? Why are an alligator's eyes right on top of its head? Trust me, it's not a random design choice. Like pretty much everything in nature, there's a really clever reason for it, and it tells you everything about how this animal hunts. And here it is. It's all about being sneaky. An alligator uses its eyes just like a periscope on a submarine. Its entire body stays hidden just below the surface, while just its eyes poke out to scan for a meal. So for some poor, unsuspecting bird or frog, by the time they see those two little bumps, it is way too late. Now that incredible hunting trick is just one of so many amazing animal superpowers out there. So let's check out a few more of these clever tricks that animals use to survive and thrive. Okay, say hello to the African bullfrog. When this guy gets scared, he's got a pretty simple strategy. Look way bigger than you actually are. He just sucks in a huge amount of air and puffs himself up like a balloon. The goal? To scare off anything that might want to eat him. It's a total bluff, but you got to admit, it's a good one. But here's the thing, don't think it's all for show. This bullfrog has a serious bite to back up that big puff. I mean, its mouth is so gigantic it can literally swallow a snake, a bird, or even a lizard in one single gulp. So yeah, it looks big to be scary, but its appetite, that is the real deal. Now, from a solo act, let's look at the incredible power of teamwork. Down in one of the coldest, toughest places on Earth, these emperor penguin chicks survive the brutal Antarctic winds by counting on each other. They form this massive huddle, sharing their body heat to stay warm. It's just perfect proof that sometimes the best superpower is just having friends. I mean, this is teamwork in its purest and fluffiest form. And the parent penguins, the level of care is just amazing. See, the really young chicks don't have enough feathers yet to stand right on the freezing ice. So what do? They just hop right on top of their parents' feet, where they stay perfectly warm and protected. It's just an incredible display of family devotion. You know, surviving isn't just about staying warm or looking tough. It's also about being able to communicate. And animals talk in ways that are way more complex than you might think. So let's dive into the secret language of wolves. Wolves have this really sophisticated system for talking with each other. They basically use three main channels. You've got sounds, like that classic howl we all know. You've got smells, which they use to leave messages for each other. And then there's a whole library of body movements and postures. And you can see just how specific this language gets. So on the left, that classic pose, chest down, rear end up, that's a playbow. That wolf is basically shouting, "Hey, let's play." But then you have the howl on the right. That's a long distance call. That's for saying, "I'm way over here, where is everybody?" Two totally different messages. And this language is absolutely crucial for the youngest members of the pack. When a little pup licks an adult wolf's mouth, it's not just a kiss. It's a very specific and very important message. "I'm hungry, feed me please." And that licking actually triggers a reflex in the adult to bring up food for the pup. All right, let's pull way back now. We're zooming out from the animal kingdom to look at a powerful force of nature that comes from deep inside the Earth itself. This is one of the planet's most spectacular shows. So, how does a geyser actually work? Well, it's a really simple but incredibly powerful four-step process. First up, heat. Deep underground, you've got water getting cooked by super hot molten rock. Step 2, rise. As that water boils, it bubbles up and has nowhere to go but up. Step 3, pressure. All that hot water and steam get jammed into these narrow cracks, and the pressure just starts to build and build and build until, you guessed it, Step 4, erupt. The pressure gets to be too much, and this massive column of water and steam just explodes out of the ground. Okay, from the depths of our own planet, let's take one final giant leap all the way out into space. We're headed to what might just be the most beautiful planet in our entire solar system. Let's go to Saturn. I mean, when you think Saturn, you think rings, right? And for good reason. They are, without a doubt, the biggest, brightest, most incredible set of rings in our entire solar system. They just make Saturn completely unforgettable. But what are they actually made of? Well, they're not solid hoops at all. The rings are made of billions, with a B, of individual bits of ice and rock, and the scale is just mind-blowing. Some of these pieces are as tiny as specks of dust, while others are huge chunks of ice the size of mountains, all orbiting the planet in this beautiful cosmic dance. And if those amazing rings weren't enough, Saturn is also a super busy place. We're talking moons. How many? Well, we've confirmed at least 53, and scientists keep discovering more. It's like its own little miniature solar system. You know, it's funny. We call them the rings of Saturn, but that's actually a bit of an oversimplification. Saturn is really surrounded by thousands of smaller individual rings, or ringlets, all packed together. And that's what creates the stunningly complex pattern you see. But what gives them that beautiful shine? So, what's the secret to their sparkle? It's really simple and really beautiful. It's all about light. Because the rings are made mostly of ice, they act like billions of tiny mirrors. And, as this quote says, sunlight reflects off the ice in Saturn's rings and makes them sparkle. It's like the whole planet is wearing cosmic jewelry. From the stealthy eyes of an alligator to the sparkling rings of Saturn, our universe is just packed with these incredible secrets, just waiting for us to figure them out. So let's do a quick recap of our little journey. We saw how animals use some seriously clever superpowers to survive, how wolves talk to each other with a really complex language, how the Earth itself unleashes its power in a geyser, and how billions of little icy rocks can create the breathtaking beauty of Saturn's rings. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. The world is an amazing place, full of wonders, big and small. The most important thing is to just keep asking questions, keep looking a little closer, and never ever stop being curious.